Why aren't they decrying this on one of our nation's most sacred days, remembering those who paid the ultimate price so that we can live the lives we live today? Well, it's a great time to revisit the fact that this government, which promised to uphold what had been an initiative of the Morrison government to find unmarked graves of those who had died, whether in service or after they returned home, and mark them out and have people know this is one of the diggers' graves so that they could come, so that they could pay their respects. The Labor government said 10 days out to the election, oh, we too will keep this up. Yes, very good project. We like this. And it's great to say these things 10 days out to an election. We're so unpatriotic, we've got to cling on to the remnants of what the Morrison government did and make out that we are in fact patriotic also. Well, great article in The Australian today pointed out that since Labor's been in power, just 42 veterans' graves have been recommended for grants after Labor took over. Just 42, which is very measly when you consider while the Morrison government was looking after this, they took care of 1,189. We understand that altogether there were around 12,000 First World War veterans who died after the war and are sitting in civilian cemeteries. So the whole idea was find these, mark them out so that people can pay their respects. I just think this is so indicative of everything we already know about this government. They are not patriotic. They do not see the value in these things. Sure, he'll go and walk the Kokoda Trail and get his photo op. It's probably more comfortable for him over there than it is here on Anzac Day, because this is not a patriotic government. They do nothing to even pretend. And the sooner our nation stops electing people who clearly aren't proud of this country or have an undying love for the people therein, the better for all of us.
It's quite a state that our nation is in right now. The living can't get a house, the dead can't get a grave. The government had promised $3.7 million. They've given $800,000, as you said, and that's it. And to put that in perspective, just a little while ago...
And they're coming up to the end of their term. So it's like, are you really going to cough up another $3 million between now and the election? Well, I don't think so.
Well, it's funny you mentioned coughing up $3 million, because just a little while ago, the 23rd Sydney Biennial Festival, the government coughed up $3.2 million for them, so a bunch of arty-farties could sit around and talk about what do eels think, can a waterfall refuse gravity, and are waves the ocean's desire? $3.2 million our government gave for that, but they can't come up with $3 million to mark and commemorate the graves of people who gave their lives in service of our country. That's vile. Where this government's priorities lie.